And the Mountaineers headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. Coming out with it, it's Jackson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground and he gets north fast.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Right back to the well. Got the first down. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Knights come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. A handoff for Watson. It'll be a gain of 6. That's up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Follows his blocks. It's Watson. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Here's a give to Watson. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Drops back. It's Barnett. Here comes the heat. Out wide right, it's Watson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He's past the marker. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. All kinds of room to the right. The 30, the 20, inside the 10, scooped it, scored it into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
Deep in the end zone, it's Jackson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Makes the grab, it's Wade. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. A handoff for Watson. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll ride him again. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd down, here's Watson. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a 1st down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
They've got him corralled. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. He uncorks one deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On the return. Followed him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Takes the handoff, it's Cook. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but here's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss.
Gets away from one. He's got space. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. Got an alley. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Out wide left, it's Wade. On the move at the 30. Makes the catch and he's free. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Rides to the back. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Taking it the other way.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Michael Hawkins fires to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that's really the sign of a tight end that's elite. When you start recruiting these guys, man, can you make the first guy miss? That's what makes a tight end go from really, really good to elite. And he does a great job breaking the tackle and then starts chewing up yards after the catch. That's exactly what you want from a great tight end.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Right side, it's sacked. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Motion from the back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Throwing, Hawkins. Gets rid of it. Out wide right, it's Brake. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Barnett. Rush right in his face. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Made the play on the pick. Was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They take over late in the half. Enough time to put together a drive. Michael Hawkins on the play action. Shoots it to the left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on first down. Playing the pass, now forcing a second down.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy, a 50-yarder from the left hash. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Give to the running back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 13 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's the Wildcats coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Caught in the backfield, it's Luke. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when to catch it, big fella.
Hawkins. They'll run the screen. At midfield, he's got room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry. In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And the timing just a hair off.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Michael Hawkins. Left side is Cook. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
Rolls right. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Watson again. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Watson. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On play action. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on fourth. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. On the run, it's Cook. There he goes. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grab behind the line. It's Cook. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. On the direct snap, it's Cook. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun on third down, Hawkins. Going for it all. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Dropping back, it's Barnett. He's taking the shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively,
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on 4th down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covered in downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him, get the big sack on 4th down.
Look out! Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, West Virginia. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Farmer. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here's Duke one more time.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Here's a give to Watson. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Watson. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Right side, it's Sapp. Bulldozes his way through. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. PAT unit on the field. Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Now he can return this. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. From deep, it's Farmer. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. He'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. 2nd and long here. Watson again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Out wide right, it's Watson. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Turns it loose deep. And it's hauled in at the 10. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? He'll take it himself. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And the Mountaineers are in the hurry-up. Throwing, Hawkins. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Hawkins from the gun on 3rd down. Backs looking for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Changing the routes with his receiver. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like